Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we're looking at Wolverine from the brand new Marvel Legends Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave. Here's a look at the side art and the other side, and here's a look at the back of the box, which has a bio. Wolverine unites with a group of X-Treme X-Men to battle telepathic threats and defend their team of mutant heroes. Yeah, cannot wait to open this up, so without further ado, let's get into the review. When this figure was revealed, I wrongly stated that it was based on the Ultimate Wolverine, but it's not. It's similar in design, but this figure is clearly meant to represent his look from the 2022 X-Treme X-Men reboot. This series sees Wolverine along with Bishop, Gambit, Rogue, Rachel Summers, Storm, and Kitty Pryde taking on the villain Ogun. Before we hop into the sculpting, but I think I'm going to make this like a segment in every video going forward. What's reuse and what's not reuse? So the upper torso, like in its entirety, is reused from the standard classic Wolverine body mold that we've been getting, most recently used on the Secret Wars Wolverine. Everything from the hip up is just copy paste. These legs though, I want to say they are brand new. I could be wrong though, correct me if I am. First are these boots, and I definitely want to say these are new because I don't recognize them from any other figure. This is a very militaristic approach to the Wolverine design, and you can see that just with the boots alone, those treads going around the sole, some buckles at the top of the boot. But all throughout the boot there are some like crease marks at certain flex points like the ankles, and on the back as well where the calves are. For their knee joints, they are knee pads, and I think that's really awesome. I love knee pads in character designs for some reason. Those knee pads have panels, some straight lines right there. On the back of the thigh, you can see lots of stretch marks, as well as some pouches. That might just be a regular pocket, but it looks like a pouch, so I'm going to count it as a pouch. And lots of wrinkling going all throughout. At the top of the pants, where the trunks are, you can see lots of wrinkling going on. Lots of stretching. And I don't know if it shows up really well on camera, but it has some glittery effect in it. It looks a little bit reflective. Almost looks like it's wet. You have some pockets on the back, his Wolverine butt, the butterine. What? Ooh. Oh my god, this is the best of everything. I love two things more than anything on this planet Earth, even more than my own family, my own flesh and blood. I love pouches. I love pouches so much. Pouches, it fills me with joy just seeing pouches on any character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a sideways pouch? Wow, this is revolutionary. I'm ridiculous sometimes. I'm sorry. The pouches look awesome. Love the sideways pouch. So innovative. And each of them have some silver paint on the buttons, which a lot of characters don't get, A lot of times Hasbro gloss over that, which is fine by me, but when they go the extra mile like this, it shows. It looks amazing. And the belt. Ooh. That's another thing I love. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm from the Golden State. But I just naturally love gold paint apps, and yeah, that's the buckle right here. You just see all of his muscles poking through. This is the tightest shirt to ever exist on the planet Earth. You see the yellow paint apps right here resemble those tiger stripes, and I think that is really awesome to see. And you also get a red X-Men logo on the left side of his chest. We go down to the arms, and oh, that's just abysmal. Yeah, so for this design, he has short sleeves. A lot of Wolverine designs, they sort of cut off right at the shoulder. But for this design, it goes down a little bit further. And instead of sculpting a new piece, they just painted over the bare arm, which doesn't seem like it would be an issue, right? Except the arm is just completely sculpted out with hair detail. And you could see that. What? Look, guys, the hair in this specific region of the arm is just a lot thicker than the rest of the arm. That's why it's poking through. But I will say for the rest of the arm, it looks perfect. And I love the very subtle hair paint apps all throughout. Looks very realistic. And then down to the gloves, these are separately sculpted, which I think is magnificent. Ooh, these little exhausts, silver paint apps, very reflective, look nice. Now up to the head sculpt. This is the only one that he comes with, unfortunately. But I think it is a pretty strong head sculpt for Wolverine. It of course shows that animalistic ferocity that this character has. You can see that with his open mouth and his teeth just showing, his fangs, hair up top being a little out of place too. And yeah, that hair, it looks perfect. Those eyes look very lifelike. I love the eyebrows, the little 5 o'clock shadow around his mouth. Yeah, it's just a great head sculpt. Now going over accessories, first up, most notably, his clawed hands. And it took me a second to realize this. All of the accessories he comes with are actually reused from last year's Astonishing Wolverine. I've said this on this channel way too many times. I love the mold for the movie claws. I think they're the best mold for Wolverine claws, period. He also comes with two-fisted hands with his claws retracted. He also comes with an open hand and a pointing hand. Mismatching set. Doesn't trigger me as much as it used to, but nonetheless, it's still a bit of a bummer. Now going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much. He's able to look down this much. He has a slight amount of pivot and some side-to-side movement. His arm is able to bend up this much. With the butterfly shoulder joint, he's able to go back this much and go forward this much. Rotation at the shoulder. An upper bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend this much, and he has our standard wrist hinge, allowing his hand to move up, down, and twist all the way around. He has a single ab crunch that allows him to bend this far back and this far forward. Waist swivel, he's able to move his leg up this much, go out to the side that much, and go back up, not really at all. Upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee that allows his leg to go back this much, and his foot is able to go this far down, this far up, and he has ankle. And now going over size comparisons, here we have X-Treme X-Men Wolverine next to the only other figure I have from this wave, Husk. Here he is next to Secret Wars and Astonishing Wolverine, Love Triangle and Training Suit Wolverine. Actually, you know what? Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Darwin and Morbius, Stanley and Squirrel Girl, and finally Jeff the Landshark and Spider Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Wolverine here a final rating of 8.5 out of 10. I went into this thinking I was going to be a little let down by this figure. This one comes with no Build-A-Figure piece, and it's like another Wolverine figure. How many of those have we gotten in the past few years? But no, I was like decently surprised by just how enjoyable it is to pose this figure. It isn't without its faults though. I think articulation could be a little bit better in certain areas, especially like the abdomen and the legs. And the paint apps are a bit dodgy in a few sections, you know, those shoulders and of course the upper biceps. And I would say like a lack of a second head sculpt, a neutral one would have been great. But yeah, it's just a very enjoyable figure to pose, very fun. And for that, I'm gonna give him an 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, that would do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below what you thought about the figure. I would love to see your guys' opinions, and while you're at it, like and subscribe and share with a friend. Anything that you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Later, bub. Like, I don't really care that